You can see through here, straight ahead. You can see a little bit of white on the horizon just before them mountains. That would be the city of Tucson. And then over here, these mountains here, this is Mount Lemon right there, which we hiked, or we drove up in our previous video when we were here in Tucson. Last time or the time before, I think the time before, we hiked or drove up Mount Lemon. Morning, everybody. Welcome to, well, outside of Tucson, Arizona. Today we are at Saguaro National Park. So here we are. We're in the east section of the national park. We just went to the visitor center here, and we are going to do the east loop. So there's each side of these has a driving loop. It's really only about 5 miles long. And that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna stop, do one little quick hike, and kind of maybe do some stop-offs along the way. So that's what we're here to do here at Saguaro. I'm gonna get a quick little view here from the visitor center. So we are just in Tucson here for a week to visit family. We just got back from our Vermont contract where we didn't really film very much there. So we're probably gonna get a couple videos maybe here from Tucson. Man, great view. So we should get lots of these saguaro cactuses. So hopefully we can find some big ones. So should be getting some videos here from here in Arizona, and wherever we end up next, we don't know where we are going to be next, but it should be somewhere interesting. Should know soon. So stick with us for those, but let's go ahead and stay with Saguaro National Park. Get on this loop trail. Lots of bikers here today. I think it's a great spot for some biking here. So, okay. So we're gonna go ahead, pack up the car here, and get on. We're gonna do a quick little hike. And then, like I said, stop along and see lots of stuff along the way on this driving trail. So we did our first stop here. This is the Desert Ecology Trail. I'll show you the sign. This is just a quarter mile or so trail. I'll just take you through here, and hopefully we'll learn a little bit about the desert and stuff. Maybe we'll see a Gila monster. I don't know. But let's see some good cactuses. So I looked up some cactus facts. So these saguaro cactuses can grow to be almost 200 years old, and they'll make it. I think they said the largest one they've ever found was about 40 feet tall. And this is a pretty big one here. This one looks to be 25 or so feet tall. I don't know. And then they don't get arms until they're at least 35, I think. Or no, that was flowers. They don't get flowers until they're at least 35 years old. So when they do flower on the tops, you'll get these little crowns of flowers on them, which not in season yet, so no crowns of flowers right now. But empty nests. So a lot of these cactuses are used as birds' nests. Yeah, little arms on them. So these are what I guess you would think of as a classic cactus when you see them on TV when you're a kid. These are the cactuses you're talking about typically, and you never really see them unless you come here, because they only grow here in the Sonoran Desert. So if you want to see a saguaro cactus, this is the only place you can really see them. Yeah, there's a prickly pear, little baby one. So, forgot to mention when we are here, because this will come out much later than when you'll actually get to view it. It is actually February the, what is it? 26th. So we are here on February the 26th, 2025, and yeah, it looks like a wash out there. It's supposed to be up to 82 degrees, which I think is like 26 Celsius. But right now it's like low 70s or so, which would probably be like 18 to 20 Celsius, I think. Yeah, look at one of these washes. Obviously not a lot of rain out here in the desert, but when it does, they wash through here. Hopefully you see some this big saguaro somewhere. I think it also said that these saguaro cactuses can get up to, they weigh up to 6 tons. So I know they are a pain to deal with when they fall over and things like that. You got to get rugs to roll them up in and take them away, and it can be quite a ordeal. So people who have them in their yards got to take care of them, and when they fall, the arms get really heavy and sometimes fall off. Yeah, there's a bunch of them you can see through here. Micah's enjoying his walk. He's got the good view. He's like a saguaro cactus with his arms out. Look at all the arms on that one there.
Yeah.
They're all going straight up. Oh yeah, look at that one. We'll have to see if we can get close to one. It's right over there. Maybe not. Oh, we'd have to hike off trail, I think.
Yeah.
Oh well. I'm sure we'll see some good ones. Okay, so I think I've given you all my saguaro facts. Go ahead and finish up this little bit of hike with some views, and then we'll get back on the road. So we're doing our second little trail here. We're doing the Freeman Homestead Nature Trail. So right through over here. This is only a 0.9 miles. So maybe a kilometer and a little bit. Should be a quick, easy trail. Just enough that we can get off, see some more saguaros. There's supposed to be some sort of actual homestead here on the path, so we can get out, maybe see something like that, and whatever else. Okay, so looks like we need to clean off our boots here to stop invasive hitchhikers. I'm gonna take them in or out. So we are trying to remove the dirt after the hike so we don't spread any seeds in the wrong areas. Okay, now back to our hike. You can see through here, straight ahead, you can see a little bit of white on the horizon just before them mountains. That would be the city of Tucson. And then over here, these mountains here, this is Mount Lemon right there, which we hiked, or we drove up in a previous video when we were here in Tucson. Last time or the time before, I think the time before, we hiked or drove up Mount Lemon and did some stops and things like that. So this is a place we hit up often. So if you are in the Tucson area or familiar with the Tucson area and you know great places to come and do some sweet hikes or see something interesting and cool, leave a comment down below so we can go and see those types of things, because we are here often visiting family, so always looking for something new to do in the area. Okay, beautiful day for weather here at the end of February in Tucson. This is the time to come as far as I'm concerned. Creosote bush. There's a creosote bush. Oh, so it must be like those creosote sweeping logs they talk about. I wonder if it's made of creosote, or maybe that's what they burn. I guess that's what you would burn that would build up in your chimneys. Huh. So I wonder why they're burning creosote. That's weird. Builds up. Okay, here's somewhere to get up close with a couple of saguaros up here. Just cool country out here. If you've never been out in the western United States, it's just a completely different world. Oh, here we go. Teddy bear cholla.
They call them jumping cholla because they end up
break off easy.
Yeah, and they end up all over you.
Yeah, I think I've seen people like crash their bikes into them and stuff, and they get covered in them. You see pictures of them just covered.
A lot of times mountain bikers, they'll be on a corner and stuff. And, yep.
Would not want to fall into one of those.
We had a friend that grew up in our
Some more prickly pear. And we are maybe a couple months away from when the blooming starts, and a lot of these prickly pears and the saguaros and things like that all start to bloom. There's a very small opportunity out here in the desert where there's lots of blooming cactuses, and you wouldn't expect it, but when we have been here before and we've seen them, it's really cool to see, you know, the saguaros covered in flowers on the tops, and the prickly pears even has some flowers, and just a different type of look that you would not expect out here in the desert. So let's go ahead and continue on with our short hike and see if we can get to this homestead next. Well, we go ahead and did the hike. I showed you some of the views along the way. but there was no actual like shelter part like it identified in the description. It just showed you where the shelter was at one point, but there's no leftovers of the actual homestead, so nothing to really show there. But it was a really great hike. We got to see all sorts of different types of cactuses, and they had them all labeled, so that was really cool to see. Got a cool cliff wall and all that. Very cool hike. Only about a mile, just short of a mile, so perfect for us and what we needed today, just to get our legs moving and stuff and be out here in nature a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. So that's our video here from the east side of Saguaro National Park. If you like the video, hit the like button now. Comment, any comments, questions, anything we should do next time, because we can come back here a lot, or suggestions of things in the area that would be cool to see or do, put them down below. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. We'll probably do another video or two here depending on what we're up to. And then we're hopefully starting a new contract, because my wife Rebecca is a travel nurse. We're about to take a contract, we just don't know where yet. So in the next couple of weeks we may end up in a new area, and then hopefully we can get a bunch of new videos from a very cool area. We should know shortly. So like, subscribe, comment. Until then, we'll see you in the next one.